What's the next move here, Brad? If it was someone to make a motion or something about this?
It's policy, so whoever wants to make a motion will.
I would make a motion, we actually table this until we have further detailed data on it. And I think the reality is, you know, if you're going to make a educated decision on this, I think, you know, history is typically a pretty good indicator of what the future is.
I prefer you not use the word table because it has its distinct meaning, but you could say postpone.
Okay.
Table,
I'll take the P word instead of the T word.
Yeah, and
Yeah, my apologies.
somebody has to put it back on the table.
Oh, okay, all right, well,
Would you like to postpone it to the next meeting?
I would like to postpone.
To the next meeting?
Correct.
Were there any,
I think that
anything
the
you wanted to
prerequisites,
occur within
well,
there?
I think it's exactly what we just talked about. It's, you know, we're all sitting here operating under assumptions as it relates to complaints. And I mean, if trending analysis in my head shows that there's something that occurs with frequency during that 10 and 12 period, then by far it might indicate you might have issues going forward from there. I mean, if it speaks differently, then, you know, to me,
And would you also like the decibel monitor to be used? Our decibel level is 60 decibels at the line of the property. That's our decibel level in our town. Would you also want that to be utilized?
I have
You'd have
no
to-
issue. I don't know.
You'd have to have an officer certified. And
Well, there are
they'll-
companies who do that also, and I don't know if they leave equipment and come by and recalibrate it or not, but is that something you want checked?
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, adherence to the code ultimately going forward, I mean, if that were to be an opportunity to me, you know, that'd be part of the deal.
So you would like to postpone it with us looking at what has occurred in the past and also to see what we can do on measuring the decibel level going forward, okay?
I mean, my intent would be to make it equitable for everyone. I mean, I agree, I don't want, you know, Aerosmith to arrive on the pool deck out there and, you know, have you stuck to the ceiling or anyone else in the condo. I want it to be, you know, to me, you know, from a business standpoint, I see where, you know, I see both sides. So, I mean, I'm playing a bit of devil's advocate at the same time. I think, you know, until you get the full scope of things, this is, again, it's my.
Because we brought two issues in. We caught in the compliance with the noise code as well as this, so I'm just wondering which way we're going. That's all.
Is there a second to this motion before we get too far down?
Second to postpone?
Yes.
No seconds, yes.
So we have Brian wants to postpone this, so let's have a motion.
We did have a motion.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There's no second.
No
No
second.
second.
Yeah. We'll see no action on this taken.
It dies for lack of a
Dies.
second.
So
Is there another motion?
I'd like to make a motion, so I'll pass the gavel that I believe that we, to Mr. Vice Mayor, I'd like to make a motion that we move forward on this recommendation from the attorney and have a vote tonight. And as far as coming back and discuss it again, it would just delaying something that I think the client, the applicant would rather hear yes or no. I don't think he wants, well, maybe, and have someone on this council try to speak for another council member, which is incorrect, by Ms. Jordan putting words into another council person's mouth. She doesn't speak for the council as a whole. She's one person. So I would like to see a vote tonight, and she can vote yes, no, and that's,
Is your motion to direct me to go ahead
Yes.
and draft an ordinance? Okay.
yes.
Is there a second?
So we have a motion by the mayor, and we have a second.
What is the motion?
Want to repeat that motion?
If it would be to move forward with the request, and the town attorney would draft an ordinance that would reflect the 2 a.m. on Fridays and Saturday nights.
And Mr. Mayor and Ms. Biggs, just make clear, I think we made that clear, but we're not, the request we're making is not seeking any additional type of use or any exceptions to any existing code. Nothing's going to be louder. It's going to be the same business we've been conducting until midnight every day. And I would point out, the denial of this means, somebody sitting, I realize all the talk has been about sitting around the pool with music on, but the effect of this is somebody sitting inside, having a glass of brandy inside or not making a noise is also denied the ability to stay there at 2 o'clock. So, I mean, I understand you're looking at the worst case scenario, but there's a whole nother scenario of very quiet people having a nightcap at my client's establishment. So,
We have a motion, we don't have a second. Want to read, Brad, one more time, the motion, please?
I believe the motion is to move forward to draft an ordinance to change the time to 2 o'clock on Friday and Saturday nights under section 1456.
There's a motion by the mayor, do we have a second? Reno's second, motion is lost.
Is there another motion?
Is there another motion? It's lost.
Breathe life back into my motion.
Excuse me?
To postpone,
Well, you've actually, there's no motion that was second to postpone. I, as the chair, made a motion to accept. We could have someone else can make a motion. I mean, I don't think we want to let this gentleman walk away without an answer. So I'm advising, I think my advice was give him yes or no. As simple as that. So if we want to put a motion forward,
I make a motion that statute 1456 under Article 3 alcoholic beverages remain as is.
we have a motion on the floor. Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Come on, number 3, let's go.
Being we have a motion and we have a second, Madam Clerk, can we have a roll call?
Vice Mayor Clayman,
1456 remains as is.
1456 remains
It remains as is.
as is.
That's what's up.
Yes.
Councilmember Merbler,
no.
Councilmember Jordan,
Yes.
Councilmember Lillybeck,
Yes.
Mayor Millar.
No. So motion failed, 3-2. Madam Clerk, for the record, please note. So.